Good evening. It's time for Bitcoin Journal. December 19th, 7:23 p.m. We're looking at Bitcoin. Once again, powered by coffee. Guys, gals, let's look at Bitcoin for the monthly. The monthly chart, look at this. Keeps on trucking. New all-time high today, above 24,000, where you got a little bit of a pullback. But check out this monthly chart. Back from 2014. All the way to up here. Look at this first run, this huge run. We got another one in the making. I don't know. Do we get some pullbacks? I don't know. That's not my job. My job is to make trades and make money. I'm not the soothsayer here, but man, it looks great right now. So let's look at a little bit of a few news items here, some observations, and we'll get into the chart. But I wanted to show you this first. Look at this. This is Bitcoin searches on Google. This is Google Trends. If you guys ever had the pleasure of playing with Google Trends, it's kind of interesting. Get in here to put in some search terms, figure out what's going up in searches and interest over time. So this is the number of searches over, this is the calendar on this axis. And you can see now, this is relative. This is the all-time high in Bitcoin searches right here back in that original bull run. Now look at it today. We're not even close to that. And what that tells you is more confirmation that the institutions are jumping on board with their big slush funds of cash looking for an escape from the US dollar, which is on fire right now, looking for a place to park it. You got gold, silver, and now Bitcoin is a viable alternative. I even saw another article today where they projected half the companies in the S&P may have a stake in Bitcoin. So do the math on that. If half the companies buy a small portion of their war chest and put it into Bitcoin, what's that going to do to the price? But you don't know if that's a rumor or if it's confirmed. These companies got to execute. So we just look at the charts and see what's happening. But right now things are looking pretty sweet for all you hodlers out there. So let's take a look at one more news item. I have an article here from Bitcoin Magazine. Check out Bitcoin Magazine. Get your Bitcoin fix. I don't get any money for plugging these guys, but I do enjoy their website. 2020 Bitcoin was significantly de-risked by Mr. Nick Ward. He wrote that yesterday. And it basically goes into the reasons why, how much Bitcoin was much maligned at the beginning. Everybody, a lot of these wealthy hedge fund managers, even Warren Buffett, you can call it rat poison, squared. Talking about how this was, Bitcoin was going to die. It was going to go to zero. Well, guess what? We're back at 23,000, 24,000, and I don't see us going anywhere. They could crash along the way, but I don't think it's going to ever go to zero. I think we're way beyond that point, but, everybody's entitled to their opinion, so let them talk, but we'll just see how it plays out. That's all we can do. All right, let's go to the monthly chart here. As we can see, we're seeing quite a good pullback here. I'm on the hourly. Let's go back to the weekly. I already looked at the monthly. God, I gotta get my act together if I can start competing with all you young kids doing the YouTubes. All right, so here we go. Our monthly chart. No surprises here. Just a complete upside breakout from our previous level. Let's draw that again. Start at the beginning. There we go. There's our previous high. Blew right through that, went up to 24,000 and change. Life is good for you hodlers. You're all making money. Everybody's making money unless you bought up here. But don't worry, we're gonna come get you. We're gonna rescue you. All right. So look at that chart, pretty sweet. Now let's go to the daily. I'll look at the daily next. I'm still long Bitcoin, and there we go. Let's put our daily high breakout. Let's see, we're going to draw that right here. There's our expansion, highest expansion. And now we have this level and our weekly level, weekly breakout level. We got this box. The price could probably bounce around in this area and everything will be fine. If you bought in this area, you're going to look to take profits. If you bought down here, maybe you can hold a little longer and just it's all up to you. Everybody does their own thing, but I'm just kind of showing you some significant levels. I can't go into every level or we'd be here all night, but these are the two significant ones that I look at when executing a swing trade, just from a macro view of what's going on. But man, this is a pretty healthy looking chart, and I don't see any divergences here, not yet. So we're going to keep going. We're going to go down to the 6 hour time frame. Okay. There's our expansion level. There's our pattern resistance level, which I kind of demonstrated that yesterday. It was from here down to here. Ooh, look at me, I'm getting better at this whole charting thing on here in the Kraken. Had it coming down there, break above that. Slight pullback. You could have entered here too. I think this was, I was probably sleeping here. This would have been a good one to get back into, and then boom. And off to the races, and now we're pulling back again under the daily breakout levels. And one thing about this move though, you'll notice it's diverged, and that's another sign of weakness on the MACD if you guys use any indicators. Remember, these indicators do not predict the future. This is just showing you what's happening after the fact. If you're relying on these to make your decisions, not always the best idea. You gotta read what's on this side of the chart and anticipate what's going to happen. Indicators, they don't always do it. So it's fun to look at them and they give you some idea where you've been in the past, but they predictive value almost zero. Okay, so let's go here. This thing is still pulling back. Still a very healthy uptrend. We all know that. You can beat that dead horse. All right, and then the hourly chart. I wanted to show you something. I recorded another video and it was like 20 minutes before this, and I was like, wish I could post that, but I can't. There's too many errors, so I just re-record. You see all the times it bounced off our daily support? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it finally cracks. If you were long from this point, or maybe even back here, this is you may want to get out here because this could be all the way down to this trend line, or maybe in this support area. There's a bunch of levels in here that might provide support, but that's an ugly red candle. This is a trend change. We're now in a short-term downtrend. So now we're going to look for an entry to the long side because I still think the long thesis is valid. So that's what I'm looking for. Get this contraction over with, let the chart reset itself, and enter a long position. But I'm still hodling. Don't worry out there. I haven't lost the faith yet. This is just, temporary pullback. Max Keiser thinks we're going to hit 28,000 by the end of the year. Hope you're right, Max. That would be sweet. But, not everybody has a crystal ball like you. So, hey, shout out to you. And any questions, guys, feel free to comment below. All right. Thanks for watching.